Our next speaker is Angel Godsoes. You have 5 minutes, and if you would confine your remarks to the 2024 budget.
I will try. Thank you, Mr. Mayor and honorable councillors. I'd like to speak about the proposed budget this evening as a friend and a neighbor. Probably most of you know my background. I've run for the Green Party. I ran here municipally as well. And I really want to recognize the work that went into the budget. It's very in depth and goes into a lot of the areas that we want to work on through the next year and beyond. I want to thank Mr. Taylor for his introduction to it. It was very informative. While I recognize all that, I have to say that I came last year to speak to last year's budget, and I looked for some very specific things. When I conceded to the tax hike from last year, I really wanted to see these things implemented this year, and I didn't. I'm going to just name 3 of them: fiscal responsibility, true sustainable development, and public input. And I really haven't seen those things. I'm going to try to be within my time and demonstrate how. Okay. Speaking on the first, fiscal responsibility, running a deficit of $11 million saddles our area and our children with an unsurmountable burden. On your website and during the presentation tonight, you likened it to a small mortgage. It's not that. That is not a very comparable metaphor. The interest on $111 million is just mind-boggling when you think about it compounded and over the years, with the fact that there's no provision in the, I don't know what the acronym is, a future long-term FL, whatever, for making this good, for paying that off. Before amalgamation, it was unacceptable to run a budget at a deficit. So I just can't cotton to this being an acceptable way to run our municipality. Okay. Aside from that, committing to accelerated population growth. Sorry, that's page 3. Okay, so running it at the deficit is not fiscally responsible. Sorry, I'm going to go to 2. My notes are all over the place. True sustainable development. I'm just going to go from my heart, not from my notes. What we see here in City of Kawartha Lakes, in my opinion, is not true sustainable development. The building practices are not green building practices. We have an overburdened policing, paramedic, hospital, housing, our waste management and sewage are all running at overcapacity, to say the least, about our social service network. I mean, it's everything is overcapacity, and to ask for more people to be coming in at an expedited rate, it's just irresponsible. It's not common sense at all before we get a handle on the infrastructure to meet the needs of our present population. Back to the fiscal burden. A lot of that debt was incurred from provincial programs that we didn't sign up for. We're not I think if you took a tally of most of the population, we're not on board for these UN agendas. They've been proven detrimental by our several members of the federal Conservative Parliament. They're trying to exit these World Health Organization agreements and the UN agendas that have been proven detrimental. Are you going to ask me to wind up? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's get down to the public input. Okay. I'm not seeing it. Our media is gone. That's going to be a huge. Our media talking about our weekly newspaper. Oh my gosh. Okay. Just putting out a survey that has a multiple question of issues that are already being implemented and saying, which ones do you want? We're doing all these things already. Like, what's your favorite? It's just, that's not public input. And putting a notice in the newspaper once for a very important public meeting on the rural zoning bylaw restructure, that's not getting people involved. It's not garnering public input. I don't see those three things happening. I can't justify in this terrible environment of economic environment a increase of 4.6% of the taxes. I'm not feeling it. I'm really sorry, and that's what I have to say.
Thank you. I get a motion to receive the deputation. Councillor Perry, Councillor Ashmore. All in favor? And that's passed. Thank you.